Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world. It sits on the border between Nepal and Tibet. Imagine how high it is, so high that it reaches into the sky where airplanes fly. Climbing it is very challenging and only very experienced climbers try it because the air up there is very thin, making it hard to breathe. The mountain is also very beautiful and covered with snow. It's part of the Himalayas, which is a big group of mountains. People from all over the world come to see it and some try to reach the top. The Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains are a huge range of mountains that stretch over 3,000 miles across North America, from Canada all the way to New Mexico in the USA. They are very old and were formed millions of years ago. The Rockies are known for their stunning landscapes, with tall peaks, deep valleys, and lots of wildlife. People visit the Rockies to hike, camp, and enjoy nature. During the winter, the mountains are also popular for skiing and snowboarding because of the thick snow. Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love. The Andes. The Andes is the longest mountain range in the world and runs through 7 countries in South America, including Argentina, Chile, and Peru. These mountains are very tall and skinny and have different types of landscapes, such as glaciers, volcanoes, and lush forests. The Andes are very important because they are home to thousands of plant and animal species that can't be found anywhere else in the world. People also mine for valuable minerals like silver and copper in the Andes. Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania is the highest mountain in Africa. It's unique because it's a big volcano that's not currently active, meaning it won't erupt. The mountain has 3 volcanic cones and is known for its stunning ice cap, which can be seen from miles away. Climbing Kilimanjaro is a popular adventure for tourists who enjoy hiking. As they climb, they pass through different environments, from hot, humid rainforest at the bottom to cold, snowy conditions at the top. The Alps. The Alps are a large mountain range in Europe, stretching across 8 countries, including Switzerland, Italy, and France. They are famous for their stunning, sharp peaks and are a favorite spot for skiing and snowboarding. Besides winter sports, the Alps are great for hiking and taking in the beautiful views of clear lakes and green valleys. The Alps also have a rich history and culture, with many old villages and towns where you can learn about European traditions. Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is Japan's tallest mountain and one of its most famous symbols. It's actually a volcano, but it hasn't erupted since the early 1700s, so it's considered safe to visit. The mountain has a perfectly symmetrical shape that looks very beautiful in photographs, especially when it's covered in snow. Many people in Japan and tourists from around the world hike up Mount Fuji to see the sunrise from the summit. It's a special experience that also holds religious importance for many Japanese people. The Himalayas. The Himalayas are a massive mountain range in Asia that stretches across 5 countries, including Nepal and India. They are known for having some of the world's highest peaks, including Mount Everest. The Himalayas are not just cold and snowy, they have forests and a wide variety of animals. Many people live in the Himalayas, and their cultures and ways of life have been shaped by the tough mountain environment. The range is also important for its glaciers, which are like giant ice banks that help supply water to a large part of Asia. Amazon Rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is the largest rainforest in the world and is mostly in Brazil, but also spreads into other countries. It's like the Earth's lungs because it produces a lot of the oxygen we breathe, thanks to its vast number of trees. The Amazon is home to an incredible variety of plants and animals, many of which can't be found anywhere else. There are also many rivers in the Amazon, including the Amazon River, which is one of the longest rivers in the world. This rainforest is very important, but it's in danger because people are cutting down the trees and harming the environment. Congo Rainforest. The Congo Rainforest is the second largest rainforest in the world, located in Central Africa. It's a vital part of the Earth because it helps control the world's climate and is home to many unique animals and plants. The forest is very dense and wet, making it a challenging place for humans to live, but several indigenous tribes have adapted to life there. The Congo River, one of the deepest rivers in the world, runs through this rainforest and supports fishing communities along its banks. Valdivian Temperate Rainforest. The Valdivian Temperate Rainforest is located in Chile and Argentina and is known for its cool, wet weather and thick green forests. Unlike tropical rainforests, this one has a cooler climate, and you can find different kinds of trees like bamboos, ferns, and many mosses. It's a haven for wildlife, including some endangered species like the poodoo deer, which is the smallest deer in the world. This forest is named after Valdivia in Chile, and it's a beautiful place for nature lovers to explore because of its mysterious and almost magical landscapes. Black Forest. The Black Forest is located in Germany and is famous for its dense, evergreen forests and picturesque villages. It's called the Black Forest because the trees are so thick that they make the forest floor quite dark. This forest is a popular place for hiking, biking, and enjoying nature. It's also known for the cuckoo clocks made there and delicious black forest cake, which got its name from this area. In stories and fairy tales, the Black Forest is often depicted as a mysterious place with lots of legends and folklore. Daintree Forest. The Daintree Forest in Australia is one of the oldest rainforests in the world. It's so old that it has plants and animals that are not found anywhere else. The forest meets the Great Barrier Reef at the coast, which is one of the only places in the world where two UNESCO World Heritage Sites meet. The Daintree is home to a diverse range of wildlife, including the cassowary, a large bird that is very important for the forest because it helps spread the seeds of many plants. Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world, covering much of North Africa. It's famous for its vast sand dunes, which can be as high as a building. Despite being so hot and dry, people and animals do live in the Sahara, including camels, which are well adapted to the desert life. At night, the desert temperature drops dramatically. The Sahara also has oases, which are like small islands of greenery and water in the middle of the desert, where life can thrive. Gobi Desert. The Gobi Desert is a large desert region in Asia, primarily in Mongolia and parts of China. Unlike the Sahara, the Gobi is a cold desert, with temperatures that can drop below freezing in winter. The landscape includes not only sand dunes but also rocky mountains and grasslands. It's known for its beautiful, stark landscapes and important dinosaur fossils that have been found there. The Gobi is also famous in history as part of the route of the Silk Road, where traders traveled between the east and the west. Atacama Desert. The Atacama Desert in Chile is known as the driest place on Earth. Some weather stations in the Atacama have never recorded rain. It's so dry and moon-like that scientists use it to test instruments for Mars missions. Despite the harsh conditions, there are living things here, like flamingos that gather in the salt lakes and some hardy plants and animals that have adapted to the extreme environment. The sky in the Atacama is incredibly clear, making it an ideal place for astronomers to observe the stars.